Hey, what's up, guys? So in this video, we're gonna continue working on the interior of the car. Mostly, we're gonna focus on the floor. We're gonna scrape off any, I don't know, loose paint, loose rust and crap or whatever. Any loose seam sealer, whatever comes off, we're taking it off. We're gonna wire wheel everything and try to see if we can find any rust holes. Hopefully, we don't. Um, and then probably going to treat it with some rust primer, spray everything down with rust primer, and paint it. I got some rubberized undercoating paints that I think should work pretty good for the interior to keep it protected in the long run. So I ordered a new dash, ordered carpet, a new carpet kit, ordered some sound deadening tape. I don't know if we're going to get to that this video or not, but yeah, at least we're gonna try to get as much of the floor done as we can. So thanks for watching. Stick around. Okay, so there it is. I painted all that with the Rust-Oleum rusty primer, or heavy rusty metal primer. So that's why that's that red brown color. I got all this little section. But yeah, basically I just wire wheeled everything, got all the heavier rust off, scraped off and wire wheeled and stuff, cleaned up, and yeah, acetoned it and painted it. Now I'm going to be painting it with some of this undercoating, Rust-Oleum undercoating stuff. It's rubberized and it resists rust also, so between the rust primer and undercoating, we should be pretty good in the long run. Probably a little bit of overkill with the rubberized thing, but I figured it probably wouldn't hurt. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing now. And then that section over there, I'll explain why that's not done towards the end of the video here. So yeah, let's get that rubberized undercoating on.
And the lights are out, you stumble in the dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low,
Alright, there it is, all painted. Well, painted with that rubber undercoating. I think it turned out pretty dang good. Looks like I know what I'm doing. But yeah, so got a new dash. I just came in a couple days ago. I just threw it in there just to kind of see what it would look like. I still gotta glue it to the original metal under dash thing support. So I'll be making a video on that at some point pretty soon here. And then this thing. So here's the cutouts that somebody did, and basically it's the same thing that's on that side. The second, I don't know what it's called, support bridge, whatever you want to call it. What they did here is they just cut it off. Cut down, or cut, you know, they cut down the actual floor and installed that same bridge upside down to drop the backside of the seat. So, and then they moved the seat back also. So there's the front holes and there's the back holes. Yeah, and it basically just reclines the seat naturally. So I'm trying to decide what to do about that. I may keep it, but fix it. Try to get rid of some of this unneeded metal, and then fix this up, weld it in actually, instead of having to bolt it up, and use some seam sealer instead of silicone. It looks like these silicone on there. But yeah, we'll see. I think I just got to remove it and clean everything up and see if I can reinstall it properly. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why this area is not done. The second reason is this front floor pan. Pretty sure you can see that on camera. A bunch of little holes. So yeah, all those are holes. So that all rusted through. So yeah, they sell replacement pieces for this. It's like 110 bucks for that front little square right there. I gotta order that up and then cut this one out and weld the new one in. So yeah, that's the second reason that's not done, or this area is not done. Gotta fix this, gotta fix that, and then yeah, probably take out all those pedals and clean everything up back there. So yeah, that's as far as we got for now. But as far as rust goes, this little front section, driver footing section, is probably the worst that I've seen so far all over the car. So hopefully that's it as far as replacing panels goes. There's a little bit of rust in the trunk,
The gas tanker's rusted out completely. Got to replace that, but it's not a big deal. So yeah, this is it. All right, so I got all the bolts out. Was just bolted on and had some silicone on there that didn't stick very well. Still haven't decided if I want to fix this and keep it angled down, or try to straighten this out and weld it back how it's supposed to be. But basically, there's the top. So I think it was this way. You can kind of see where they plasma cut it. Yeah, I don't know. And then there's this. So they basically just bent all this down. Bent this down right here. And bolted that back up, upside down. So it's pretty smart idea. Just I wish they did a better job of it. So yeah, we'll see. Trying to decide if I want to keep this system or not. I'm thinking I might just bend it all back and weld it back together and put it back to being original. So I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so after a little bit of thinking, I have decided going back to original. So I started bending all this up, as you can tell. Sadly, it's probably not going to be original, or it's not going to look as good as it did originally. But that's okay. I'll get it as close as I can, and I figure this would be a pretty good practicing spot before I start working on the body dents at some point. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be working on now. Trying to get this all straightened out as much as we could and weld it back in, and then getting that that plate bridge thing back on. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, so there's the progress. Basically I ended up getting a piece of just random sheet metal, sticking it in between, because there's some pretty thick gaps, and I can't really weld gaps like that, but I stuck it underneath here, over the top of this, to kind of give me a nice spot to weld. Not the best welds. I'm still having a hard time welding thin metal. That and I got galvanized sheet metal, which I'm sure is making it a lot harder. Yeah, and I'm just struggling a little bit, but it's okay. We'll grind it later, and yeah. So I just thought I'd show you guys the progress. It's looking a lot better for sure. Floor is looking decently straight, so we'll keep going. Alright, so there it is. I got it back in. Yeah, the welds aren't the prettiest, but I'm gonna just put some seam sealer over everything. It doesn't really need it, but it'll make it look better. So yeah. Either way, I think it looks a lot better than it did originally, with it going down. So I think it's a win-win for the most part, as long as this thing holds up with my handiwork. So but yeah, there it is. I gotta put some seam sealer on it and then primer this section, and then yeah, wait for parts for that section. So yeah. Alright, and there it is. I just got done painting it with the rust primer. Yeah, it didn't turn out too bad. Seam sealed everything. Covered up my my ugly welds. So yeah. But either way, it doesn't matter. I know it's gonna hold. And it's a lot better than it was, that's for sure. It's gonna be a lot stronger than it was. It's gonna be, I mean, at least it's pretty close to original, or what it was supposed to be, so I think it's gonna be a lot nicer. Yeah, the only thing I forgot, sadly, is if you look inside that hole, it's kind of hard to tell. Basically, there's supposed to be a little tube. That's the little hole for the seat bolt, so for it to go through. There's supposed to be a tube in there, kind of like a spacer, so it doesn't just crush this this metal. And I didn't think about that when I installed this thing. So I'm about to come up with some solution for that. Probably gonna drill the hole out on top, put a spacer in there, and weld the top of it in, and hopefully that'll be good enough. So yeah, well, that'll be it. Gotta let this thing dry. So yeah. Yeah, so that'll be it for this video. Got as far as I could. Got to order some things. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year's. I hope you guys are enjoying your time off from work and being able to be home and be with your family. Like I said, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I'm glad you guys are enjoying me trying to figure out what I'm doing, because I have no idea what I'm doing. So yeah, thanks. I'll see you guys next time.